and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is the agent.
Well, some say Giroux.
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. Pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off the shot. 13 feet away. And there's Williamson on the assist from Ingram. Mark, you'd think that team chemistry would just improve as the season goes along, but maybe not if you have personality issues in that locker room.
You know, Kevin, it's one of the most fragile elements in team sports. Chemistry, culture, accepting roles, sacrificing your own individual game for the good of the team. And I think it's always a work in progress.
And as a leader, as I know you were when you played, I'm sure you were dealing with those things all season long.
Yeah, you try to lead by example, but also there's opportunity and times when you have to step up and voice what you see that could be detrimental to your team's success.
Here's Ross. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The defense made their presence felt, but Ross is just too explosive down there.
And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Free throw good from Ross. Here's Ball. Outside Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And the jump by Williamson.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Fultz the pass to Ross. Now Isaac guarded by Holiday. Passes it to Fultz. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple.
Boy, it's so good to see how under control Fultz is. I mean, even when the defense is trying to rattle and shake him up, distract him, it doesn't bother that sweet jumper.
Favors dishes to Holiday. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, as good as the Magic were defensively last year, they were just as challenged offensively. Struggled a bit at that end of the floor. Only 24th in the league in points.
And to be fair, Clark, the Magic offense has struggled for about a decade now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, you think about some of the outstanding players they've had in the past, Dwight Howard and Vince Carter. Their impact of that quality offensively just wasn't ever really replaced.
And the first one at the line is good.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. And good on the second, so he makes them both. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but it seems like they're off to a nice start.
Holiday finds Ball. Floats one. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Aminu, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Aminu. There's the pass to Fultz. Shoots over ball. And Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 5.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Swap here for New Orleans. Orlando also making some changes. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Gordon. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Redick for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, the catch and shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money, ATM time.
Pass to Bamba, inside. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. DJ Augustine picks one up. And not just a long-range gunner, but Etwan Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane, and makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
That's good from Moore. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it, and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end before really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Pass to Fournier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. Here is Augustine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. Now Bamba, clock at 4. Vucevic finds Fournier, and it's in there.
I really like to see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
Outside, Redick. Passes it to Okafor. Fournier against Redick. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, he's 6'11" and 275 pounds, so Okafor is really hard to keep off the glass on both ends. I think he does a nice job using his body and positioning himself for those extra shot opportunities.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And we talk about trying to manufacture points. The Magic a year ago were last in the league in free throw attempts.
And I think a part of that, guys, is they really don't have enough creators, facilitators, playmakers. You need guys who can break the defense down and then make plays for themselves or others, and that gets you to the foul line, but it also gets you easy baskets.
stats and numbers for Redick, how he did last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Have jumper, will travel. I'm telling you, most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
Okafor against Vucevic. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic, trailing by 2. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, I tell you what, for Augustine being as small as he is, he's crafty and he's stronger than he looks, which allows him to finish through tough defense.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Aminu. Hart the pass to Okafor. And he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bamba dishes to Aminu. Here's Fournier, and again it's Orlando converting.
It's simple, but I like how Fournier squares up before shooting. I mean, his form is impeccable.
Redick inside the line. Again, the Pelicans score.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Pelicans ahead, up 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. If you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Orlando trail here. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine, and it's Isaac in at the 3.
Well, you know, he started his career with a stress fracture in his left tibia, which cost Mo Bamba some time in his rookie season, but overall, a pretty impressive start for the 2018 number 6 pick.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for John. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. And a switcher also for Orlando. Markelle Fultz has checked in for Augustine. And that one drops. Holiday's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans. Clark, you look at Bamba's play thus far. What to you stands out?
Well, the first thing is he's a shot blocker supreme. I mean, he's an elite shot blocker. I think he's got the potential to be a defensive player of the year in time. And also his shooting ability. This guy has a terrific touch for somebody as tall as he is.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. The Magic shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
good from Ross. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot.
Oh, right.
Who can defend multiple positions, but also has pretty strong offensive skill set.
For New Orleans, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. The pass to Ross. A pass to Gordon. And he lazily.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Ross against Holiday. And we're about 2 minutes into the second. Play in the low block, and that one's good. Holiday's got 8.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Orlando moving the ball around. Ross with a wide open look, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross inside the arc and making it happen.
From 13, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Pass to Gordon. Over Williamson. And it's Gordon missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Morris check in for New Orleans. It comes in for Lonzo Ball. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Aminu comes in for Isaac. And Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. Shot on the wing. Vucevic with the bucket. He has 6.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
A little bit of a down season for Evan Fournier in 2018-19.
Yeah, it was, Kevin. I mean, he got the same minutes, but his percentages were down. He's out there for his offense, so he's got to be more efficient going forward.
Fultz, the pass to Aminu. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Gordon.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
And stolen by Fournier. Throws up, throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Fultz looking around. Here's Vucevic. Goes back up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Derek Favors.
Boy, just a perfect shot fake from Vucevic.
Clark, you look at the defensive metrics for Nikola Vucevic lately, very good. And yet, he's been considered a liability at that end. So, in your opinion, which is?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think it's a blend, quite honestly. The analytics say one thing, but in this day and age, the way the game is played, big centers are typically challenged from a mobility standpoint, especially trying to defend fleet-footed perimeter guys in pick-and-roll situations and in space. To Vucevic's credit, he's worked hard at becoming better, trying to be a better rim protector and recognize where he needs to be early on with anticipation. So he's making progress, but it's a blend in my mind.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Hayes comes in for Williamson. And Hart subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Here's Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock is at 3. Here's more. Again, the Pelicans score. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Right side, Gordon. Over Hayes. And it's blocked. Redick surveying the D. Dishes to Moore. He kicks it to Okafor. Now here's Hayes. From deep, Moore. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic trail by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the basket by Gordon.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Redick with it. He's got 5. Deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Redick's got 8 points.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Redick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
Drew Holiday has been on display for the New Orleans Pelicans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He had 12 points and 3 assists. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, you have to be impressed with Drew Holiday. Few guards go harder to the bucket. He's also become a major threat from distance. So far, he's been the catalyst for the offense.
Shaq, what'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
For a near 7-footer, Isaac is remarkably agile. I mean, he's gazelle-like with his agility. Solid at knifing inside and does a good job driving to the goal.
Good work there as it goes. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decade.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Boy, the perception of Ingram, the awareness, seeing a lane and pouncing on it in a blink of an eye.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. Kicks it to Ross. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now ball. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
In the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Ingram wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half. The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, a ways to go.
Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Isaac. And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Ingram. Passes it to Bamba. Back to Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Vucevic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Vucevic has got 10 points in the game. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Hayes comes in for Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Orlando also making some changes. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Vucevic. Evan Fournier comes in for Isaac. And D.J. Augustine subbed in for Fultz.
And Fournier can do a little bit of everything out there, including passing the ball.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 1. Here's Okafor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Augustine against Ball. Augustine, that's good.
And Augustine has that thing on the string now. This dude has rush hour handles gliding through the defense with speed and tightness.
It's deflected. It's Fournier on the wing. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The defense looking helpless here. Fournier is solid as going despite getting hit. Really strong playing through contact.
Ball finds Redick. 1:44 left here in the 3rd quarter. Orlando leading. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
The pass to Ross. To the paint. And the layup is good. Fournier's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Ball. Plays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 6.
You know what? The size Ball possesses, guys, as a point guard is really a nice asset, especially when the defense tries to be physical.
54 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Hart, covered by Bamba. Bucket is good. Hart's got his first bucket in this one. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And the 3 ball is good.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Okafor finds Redick. Here's Hayes. Back to Redick. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Fournier. Is shot by Redick. No good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Magic lead by 4. On New Orleans, back in a moment. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
We're good. We just got to come up with stops. Hey, listen,
we have to still get out and run. Now we're playing too cautious, okay? Let's get out and run.
Well, encouraging often, that's always good for Coach Gentry, demanding that his team push the pace.
And nowadays, the game is played so much more with tempo, which is why Coach wants more energy from his guys.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Colts is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward.
Boy, I love the intensity of Fultz, Kevin. I mean, he brings it all the time, has that dial turned up.
Ingram kicks to Moore. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, I like the determination of Ingram. Maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
The second overall pick in 2016, a lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had the chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Favors dishes to Holiday. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism because it can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit.
The shot's good from Fournier.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Holiday against Fournier. Releases from 15. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Isaac from deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
From 13, the shot by Holiday, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Fournier pass to Isaac. To the inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shot clock at 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Evan Fournier.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Ball no good. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Yep, it counts. And now a 10-point Orlando lead.
He's got great confidence, Kevin. Markelle Fultz is a terrific scorer. Fills it up in no time.
Here's Holiday. True on the 14-footer. Holiday's got 9 points now in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Ball. And Fultz gets it to go.
Boy, for a young guy, Fultz is really a smart player. Takes on the pick and roll with confidence and poise. Man, outstanding work.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 10. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Ross against Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Fultz the pass to Ross. Over Holiday. 4 on the clock. Misses off the right eye. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Williamson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. There's the call. It's a foul on Orlando.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Good on both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Vucevic enjoys throwing his weight around now. 260 lbs. He's really good at finding ways to get to the line.
It's an 8-point game.
How about this clear example of perseverance? He's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with him, continued to get better. And you know what? Ingram is always ready to score in the clutch, guys. He's a guy you can depend on to give you his best when his best is needed.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
Well, I look at Fultz, and he has perennial all-star written all over him. A fantastic playmaker who's really got a ready-made skill set for the NBA.
Out to Ingram. It's full. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And they go to the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Ball no good. And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first. That increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trailed by 7. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Miller, that's for 2. It's good! And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Hard to believe that DJ Augustine has been in the league over 10 years now, and he's carved out a nice place in the NBA. He's a calming presence with younger players and always consistently productive.